Hello everyone, my name is Legend Ronnie and this game is Rise of Kingdoms. Now you're probably wondering what this video is gonna be about. First thing first, I'm gonna give you an update on the war of what's going on in Kingdom 16, because I know you're all waiting on that. Part 3 is gonna be up either before the live stream today or after the live stream today, which is Tuesday 26th of March 2019. Right after this small update that I just gave you, I have to tell you that we have the Lost Temple and we are in sort of talks, I don't want to say anything else, about deciding what is going to happen in the future. Obviously there's gonna be videos about everything, but I cannot do I don't know, 7 videos in a day. I have a lot of talks to do in the game as well, so I'm very busy. I do get your messages, I do get your text, and I do apologize for not being able to answer each and every one of you. I'll probably do a video just with answering your messages and text and see how many thousands of them they are. Took me 20 minutes of recording just to scroll to all of them, so yeah, it's pretty crazy. I literally recorded all the messages so then I can do a video and answer them. Yes, it's gonna be crazy. There's gonna be a lot of videos coming up about the war. Now I'm gonna talk about the springtime Jubilee, and let's get started because this is the most excitement. This is the most exciting moments in the game. Luckily, I have to say luckily, we have the recharge rewards in the same time. So this is very perfect. This is a perfect moment if you have the recharge rewards, when you can actually buy some stuff. Now I always mention that the recharge rewards, it does worth it 100% time. Now if you didn't know, the recharge rewards, it also works with the supply depot. So for example, if you buy the 30-day gem supply, it adds 2200 gems. Then if you go to the daily special offer, you can buy, let's say, a treasure of the wisdom, or I usually recommend a treasure of the king, and then you achieve the 2500 milestone gems, and then you complete your recharge reward. So that's about $2, 10, that's $12 you can do each day. Or if you think so, you can do 2 of the bundles, which is 5 and a 5, and then is 2100, and then you go to the daily special offer and then you do a $2 one, and there you go, you get to 2500 gems. What I usually do if there are no special bundles, I usually go with a 30-day gem supply and I go with the 7-day speed ups. If the 30-day gem supply is too much, because I'm not sure if you're noticing, mine is at 51 days. Let me just take the logo out so you guys can see it properly. So mine is at 51 days at the moment, and the other one is at 24 days, so they do stack. You can stack as many days as you want. This is what I'm trying to show in this video. What I usually do if the 30-day gem supply is too much, I go with the 7-day speed up supply, so I keep pumping up, I don't know, 2 months and a half, 3 months, you know. But because we have the springtime Jubilee, I'll definitely gonna keep slowly buying the springtime Jubilee and until I finish up the recharge rewards. So next one is gonna be the 20, 50 and 100, and I'll complete the recharge rewards. Now that the recharge rewards is out of the way, we have the springtime Jubilee. Rejoice and make merry. Make merry. That doesn't sound European. Anyway. I have someone just send me a picture and I do thank you. It's all in one. He sent me the picture about the rewards that you get on the $100 purchase. I still haven't reached that one. I mean, $100 for me is going to be 100 pounds. Rip pounds. Yeah. So I'm going to do the math on the $100 offer, and I'm gonna compare it with the King's Coronation. Even though the King's Coronation, I was told that it's pretty much different in other kingdoms. WTF to that. Right, so you get 150 flower petals and 150 green leaves on the $100 one. That is pretty sick. Now the leaves shouldn't really be a problem for you, but the flower petal, I do actually say that it can be a problem. So yeah, this is a really good purchase. This is a really good purchase on this particular event, and we're gonna get to that point why I'm saying this. Now let's do the speed ups. So there is 160 hours plus 120, that's 280, plus another 100, that's 380 hours of speed ups. But the speed ups is all universal. That means you can use it anywhere. You want to build, you want to train, you want to heal, anything you want to research, anywhere you want to use these speed ups is actually very useful. Then you have the level 4 pick one resource chest, which it basically allow you to choose the resources that you want. Now if I go back into the game for just a moment, I'm not sure if you're noticing, but I have close to 300 million of gold. Now if I go to my items on the resources, and I believe you are noticing how many, I have to take this out again, how many gold items I have, because I don't have to use them, I don't need them. So even that on tier 5 troops, because you keep purchasing bundles, if you keep purchasing bundles, at some point gold is stacking up and you don't really actually using that much. So these particular bundles, they are really good because it allows you to choose the resources that you need. Now you're noticing that I have 85 million wood. Now obviously I do not need wood, I would need a lot of food. So those packs actually are very, very beneficial rather than the other bundles. So I really like this type of bundles quite a lot. Now let me go back to this one, and I was saying that we're gonna compare it with a King's Coronation. Now a King's Coronation, this is 120 hours, 220 hours, and if I'm correct, I have to use the calculator for this one. Just give me a moment. Calculator is in here, so 350 split by 4, that's 87.5 hours. Now this is going to be much easier. 87.5, 187.5 plus 120, that's about 308 hours. So there is 72 more hours on these special bundles that it is on the King's Coronation. Now obviously the resources is slightly higher, but I was told that in the other servers, in the new servers, the resources are different. They are like half of what it is here. The speed ups, they are the same, but that's what people are telling me, that the resources are half of what it is here. Now I cannot tell you, I can only tell you how my King's Coronation is. Resources should never be a problem in the game as long as you have if you're a very active player and if you have a farm account like I do, and you just transfer resources from a farm account to another, or just simply you find someone else's farm account and you plunder it. You never know, that can work as well. So resources should not be a problem for you. It's always the speed ups. Always the speed ups is the main problem in the game. All the time, it should all the time be a problem in the game. So in terms of speed ups, the Springtime Jubilee Rejoice is a very good value. Now I was just calculating the speed ups and the resources, but I didn't even mention about the bonuses, which is the flower petals and the green leaves. So let's go to the event and where we can actually use these ones. Now how about that? So if you have enough flower petals and if you have enough green leaves, you can actually get 30 universal legendary sculptures. Now that is very, very sick, guys. That is very, very sick. And this is the first thing I would advise you to buy from this particular event. This is the one. Universal sculptures. Pump up your legendary commanders because they do pay off. There's gonna be more war videos and I'm gonna explain and I'm gonna talk and you guys are gonna see how much they pay off max out legendary commanders. Some of you might actually need stars, but trust me, don't do the mistake and spend on stars. If you actually have excess of green leaves, it's entirely your choice if you want to go with the keys, but first priority is going to be the universal legendary sculptures. Now you're probably wondering why I'm not advising the permanent skin. Why am I talking about why I'm not saying about the permanent skin? Alright, now I'm gonna go to the permanent skin. I'm not sure if you're noticing during my war that I never used one of the designs. I never did. They could actually be helpful maybe when you rally. So when you do rally, I would say that at that point they might be helpful. But if you don't, then it's not pretty useful. During the war, if you can field up like 4 marches of troops, these type of skin, they don't really help you much. Because I'm just gonna go to the city and explain you. When you have none, there is no bonuses, but there is no debuffs. When you put one of these, you boost your cavalry, but you're going to damage your archers by reducing their health. So there's 2 ways when this particular skin, they are very, very useful. One, if you don't have the Sour Song, so if you don't have the Sour Song, then you can probably want to get this one, so you can boost your cavalry health whenever you want to rally, or I don't know, whenever you want to do something special with your cavalry. So if you don't have the Sour Song, then I would definitely go with the Spring's Blossom skin. So I would definitely get him. 2, this skin are very, very useful at the beginning of the server. Let's say 2 months into the server, maybe 3 months into the server, tops. Give or take. Maybe a little bit longer. The reason I'm saying that is because at the beginning of the server, you're probably going to focus on one specialization. It's either going to be infantry, it's either going to be cavalry, and less likely, I don't advise it at the beginning, to be archers. The reason I'm not advising archers is because they require too much investment. Too much investment, and it will pin you down a lot at the beginning. It's pretty much same with the infantry. Cavalry is the easiest specializations to go with at the beginning, and then if you want to transition to another specialization, is your choice. But I'm trying to explain about the speed ups, because your speed ups training universal, you have to orient them on a specialization. My one was infantry. I was spending money, so for me it wasn't really a problem. But my specialization was infantry from the beginning. I pretty much enjoyed and loved the infantry. They were bulky, they were tanky, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go with the infantry. Everyone that was going with cavalry, I'm going with infantry. Why not? It counters the cavalry, and it worked. I pretty much enjoyed. At the moment, when you start to have a second march, let's say cavalry, you see this one negates the archers, so this one is still good, you can still use it. Then you have this one, obviously you can still use it, it's your archers. But at the moment you're gonna have your third group, then all these skins become pretty much useless. So it's the moment when you field a very viable archer combination on the field, you don't want to have a skin like this that is gonna reduce your archer's health, or you don't want to have this one to reduce your infantry's health, which is probably your main specialization. So these skins, they have a very unique utility later on into the game, which is most likely going to be rallies. You just simply swap the city skin because you're going to do a rally and you want the rally to be very powerful with that specific type of troops, either cavalry or infantry. So that's going to be the utility of it. This is the only way I use this permanent skin right now. You're going to notice my whole duration of war, I have none, because I have enough marches to field and for all specific type of troops. So I didn't want to weaken any type of troops that I have. And for that particular reason, I'm not even going to buy this Spring Blossom skin, because I don't really find health useful on the cavalry. Cavalry is pretty offensive. All the cavalry commanders, they have nuking skills. They don't have healing, they don't have damage absorption, they don't have anything like that. Cavalry is made for nuking and mobility. So you need attack. not defense, not health. You need attack on your cavalry. I mean, this is my point of view about the cavalry, and pretty much about the archers as well. So you need attack. Personally, I'm not even gonna go with it. I'm not even gonna buy it. But if you're at the beginning of the server and there's no other skin and your specialization is cavalry, then you want to buy it, because any bonuses is gonna help you. As long as your specialization is cavalry, the main thing that you deploy on the battlefield is gonna be cavalry, then that's what you want to boost. Alright, enough people talk about that. So yeah, that's gonna be the things that I'm gonna buy, and if I still have flower petals after I'm gonna finish with the legendary commander sculptures, I'm still not gonna buy the permanent skin, because this is one flower petal for 1 hour of speed up. So WTF to that. If I have 100 flower petals left, I'll go with 100 hours of speed ups. So these particular bundles, they are really good, guys. I think they are even better than the previous ones. So far, I think that they are probably the best ones, because the ratio for the flower petals is 10. So basically, by the time you reach the 100, I think you have enough flower petals to clean up all 30 legendary sculptures. So that's pretty sick. That is pretty sick. Not to mention that you'll get your gems, VIP, and all that. So people are saying that this is a pay-to-win event, and I kind of agree. I kind of agree, because it's very hard to get petals. There's no other way you can get petals unless you spend gems. So this is a pay-to-win event. This is a spending event. Now, if you're wondering how far we got with the tree, I don't even know. This is, I think, level 9. We've been at war, guys, so nobody could have killed barbarians or farmed resources for a couple of days. And yeah. So I agree when people are saying that this is a pay-to-win event, but the rewards are very good. The rewards are very good. And I'll definitely do it. I'm probably gonna open a GoFundMe. Who knows? That's pretty much about this event. That's pretty much I have to talk about it. And again, more videos about the war are gonna come. Let me see. Am I the king now? No, I'm justice right now. We have to put a dummy account, because I mentioned we are still in discussion. So this is the dummy account that we are using. It doesn't have troops, resources, anything in it. So yeah, he's the king at the moment for that particular reason. We can't afford any surprises. But anyway, I have my boy Aaron over here next to me. He's definitely gonna protect me if there is any problems. Thank you, Aaron, for all your support. Law cannot thank you that much, to be honest. I'm not sure if words can express how much we will have to thank you for all your help and everything you've done for us. Right, yo, that's too much, because I'm going emotional and I'm probably gonna drop it here. Until next time, this is your boy Legend Ronnie signing out. Peace out, yo, and take care.